Alright, today we have the class about the Tems here. Okay, in Tems, what we are telling it what are the responsibilities about the 2G drive and what are the main parameters we need to observe while we are doing for the drive, and some of the specifications about all the complete parameters which should be monitored while doing the 2G drive test. While we are going for the drive test, there are different type of the drives we have the cluster drive, we have benchmarking drive, we have the migration drive. Okay, so whatever it may be, there is nothing about, but the drive parameter observation almost are the similar. All right, so shall we go with it? This is, we have the tools in that, you can find, we are working on the temps investigation 10.05 version. This is we have the different versions as well. We have 13.1, we have the 15.2, 16.3. The different versions are there, but the the observations, that screen you can see on the it's look like same windows and everything, almost the similar features are there, but the file format when it's getting record are different there, as well as some outlooks are different. All right, so now what we have the Windows button here. Just close all. You have the navigator here. So now here, if we are going for the 2G drive, very first we have to concentrate on the parameter. For that, we need to select certain kind of the parameter from the presentation. We need to click on the presentation. Now if I'm going for the 2G drive, I need to click on the GSM here. Once I'm there on the GSM, I have the channels here, I have the parameters where I need to check it, right? So very first I have the current channel. So this is the current channel. I can adjust the window according to me. Okay, presentation, GSM, I have the radio parameter. This is my radio parameter. Then presentation, GSM, serving plus neighbors. You can adjust this window as well. Presentation, GSM, interference, C by I. C by I is nothing but we call it the co-channel interference. Alright. Then what we have, presentation, GSM, interference, C by A. These are the adjacent channel interference. The presentation, signaling, you have the events. These are the things. Now, this is the parameter which we have observed in the overview. It's not only if I need to record the button, here is the recording button, here you can find it. But if I'll press recording and if I'll save the file, suppose I'm giving a file as a GSM. Okay, if I'm saving this file, if I'm not open any parameter also, all the record are been getting record. All the parameters which we can able to see it or not, even though it's getting recorded. Let us assume an example. I'll just close this window. Suppose example means it doesn't mean the current channel is not getting recorded. It's getting recorded. This is for our observation. This is for our observations, what is going on. All right. Now, and also I can select the parameter from here. The same presentation. I have the GSM. I have the current channel. If I'll click on it, I'll get the current channel here. The same way. All right. Clear? Now, so these are the parameters are there, and these are the connections buttons are there. This connect all. If I'll click on it, it's connect get all. But this is the particular selection. Now if I need to connect only the DC, I need to select the DC. I need to connect it. Only the DC has got selected. If I need to disconnect, I have to select and disconnect. If I need to select only the mobile station, select the mobile station, connect it. I've connected. Alright. And here, this is if I'll click one, whatever the things are get connected, it get connected directly. Alright. Suppose for example, by mistake, something has happened, we have closed these windows here. I don't able to find it now here. So from where we can get this? Even the record button is not there. Suppose for example, these buttons are getting closed for some example. How you'll find this button now? Configure, journal. We don't find it right here, right? So for that we need to go to the view tools. Okay, the mark one is there on it. and the unmarked is not there here. So let me select the equipment. I got it. So I can keep according to this. Again view, tool, record button. This is the record button. Alright. Now view, toolbar, play and replay button. Okay. Right. Then view, tool, the connections button. Got it? So now here the mobile is connected with the 2G network or 3G network. The mobile is there in the 3G network. The mobile is there in the 3G network because we have connected the equipment. We have connected the equipment, but it's showing it's connected, right? It's connected or disconnected? Connected. But why I'm not getting the parameters? See, let me go to the presentation. WCDMA is 3G. Let me select the radio parameter here. Now, what is the mode here? Z2C. That means my mobile is there in the 3G network. Now I need to log this technology. I need to log the technology to the 2G. Now what I have to do for it, like I need to go to the control and configuration here. Now here what you can find here, like the equipment which we have connected with. Now here we have the Sony Ericsson MD data and the MS Air interface, right? Just right click, go to the equipment properties, go to the equipment properties, like you'll open this window here. Okay, now in this window the lock on technology is any technology has lock? No. So let me log it to the GSM because only we are doing the GSM drive. If you are doing the WCDM drive, then time don't lock the technology because there are the different things are there, like we need to check the high rate handover as well, like the handover which is taking place from the 3G to 2G and all. So that is the reasons we didn't need to lock the technology. Okay, so now let me apply it. Equipment properties, GSM, apply, and do OK. Now here in the overview, now the mode is GSM. Got it? Now, what we have in this, like we have the time. This is your system time. The system time at what time you have started the drive, and then you have the cell name. The cell name is not visible here, like because we have not loaded the cell file. To get the cell name, what we need to do is we need to load the cell file. So from where we can load the cell file? Configuration. We have the configuration, we have the journal, we have the cell file loaded, we have the add, like we can go to the desktop and we can select the cell file. This is the cell file, then do OK. Okay, now you find the cell name. Then what you have the CGI. What do you mean with the CGI? We call it the cell global identity. The cell global identity, which is consists of the mobile country code, mobile network code, location area code, and the cell identity. Now, from where the mobile country code and mobile network code will get? From the IMSI number. That is nothing but the international mobile subscribers identity. And from where we can find that? Like you can go to the control and configuration here. Like here, you can find this is your IMEI number, International Mobile Equipment Identity. The same way, like you can find here the IMSI number, International Mobile Subscribers Identity. Like you can see here, 404 is your mobile country code, and 49 is your mobile network code. Like you can see here, the 404 is your mobile country code, and the 49 is your mobile network code. And then the same, like you have the location area code and the cell identity. All right, you know why we'll get the CGI. CGI is used to identify a particular sector where the mobile is serving. All right, then what you have the cell GPRS support. The particular sector which are serving it, is it compatible for the GPRS or not? Is it we can able to get access to GPRS or not? So you will get yes or no. Then what you have, the band. Band is nothing but the operator got license on which band, as it in the 900 band or 1800 band or anything like what. So now operator got here in Airtel for the 900 band. Once we call about the 900 band, the ARFCN numbers are 1 to 124. In that, a limited number of frequency where the each operator got the license. Right? Now here we have the BCCH, ARFCN for the 900 band. Right? So now the broadcast control channel absolute radio frequency channel number is, what is the number is? 33. This is this antenna, this sector, this BTS are transmitting the 33 frequency where the mobile has got tune on it. It's monitoring this. Okay. Now we are not getting the TCH ARFCN. Why we are not getting the TCH ARFCN? Because we are not on the call. If we are there on the call, we'll get the TCH ARFCN as well. Now after that, like you can find the BSIC code. What is the BSIC code? Is the base station identity code, which have the two numbers. Like you can see here, 43. Very good. We have the NCC and the BCC, network color code and the base station color code. Whenever the mobile is getting synchronized with the BTS, whenever the mobile is getting synchronized with the BTS, the synchronization channel give the information about the BSIC code and the TDMA frame number where the mobile has to get tuned on. Is it right? Now, then the mode is ideal. The mode is ideal. When we are not making a call, that mode we call it the ideal. If I'm using a call, like if I'm on the call, that time the mode is dedicated. Suppose if I'm using the internet on my mobile, if I'm using the GPRS service on mobile, that we call as a packet mode. Suppose for example, if my mobile is not there in the coverage area, in that case we'll get the limited service. These are the different kind of the states are there for the mobile mode. Then the channel type. What is the channel type? Is a broadcast control channel. Like whenever the mobile is there in the ideal mode, it always get connected with the BCCS channel. Alright. Then the certain amount of the parameters like you can see here, but we can't get it until we make a call there. Okay. Now here you can see in the GSM radio parameter. You can see in the GSM radio parameter where you have the RX level. What do you mean by the RX level? RX level is nothing but the amount of signal strength where the mobile is receiving. Where it has the ranges -10 to -120. -10 to -70 we call it the best signal strength. -70 to -80 we call it the good. -80 to -90 we call it the average. 90 to 100 we call it the bad. And 100 to 120 we call it the poor. According to that, the colors also get changes. But this color changing is depending upon us. Like we can change the color according to our standardized. Okay. So always don't depend on the color coding, but we need to depending upon the ranges. Alright. Now, your after that, like you can find the RX quality also. The RX quality you are not getting here. Why? Because I am not there on the call. I am not transmitting any information. Like if I transmit the information, then only I get the RX quality. On the back side or the beside that, like you can find the GSM serving plus neighbors. Right? Now, what is this GSM plus neighbors? Like you'll find the cell name according to whatever the BTSs are getting served, that the cell name and their BSIC code, and then you'll find the ARFCN number, absolute radio frequency channel numbers, like what they are, and their signal strength. RX level are nothing but signal strength, and then you'll find some C1 and C2. What is this C1 and C2? These are kind of the calculation for getting the cell reselection, because when the mobile is there in the BCCH, when the mobile is connected with the broadcast control channel, it's only connected with the downlink channel. The mobile is not sending any measurement report in the uplink direction. There is no control data is going from the mobile to the network in the ideal mode, and the BSC will not take the decisions about the handover if your mobile is there in the ideal mode. And when we are changing the cell in the ideal mode, we call it the cell reselection. Clear? Clear? Now, same while, like if I go to the signaling, you can see the mobile is only get monitoring by the BCH broadcast channels. This all the broadcast channel only, right? Paging channel, synchronization channel, like broadcast control channel, all this come into your broadcast channel, and this transmit the information only in a single direction. That is only in the downlink direction and point to multi-point. Point to multi-point. So we are getting this information. So what is the second? Like let connect the call once. Okay. So I'm just making a call. 121. I'm just dialing the number. This is I attempt the call here. Now the mode is, you'll find the BCCH ARFCN is 33. Now I'm on the call. I should get the TCH ARFCN also. But why I'm not getting? Because the hopping is taking place here. If the hopping channel is no, then I'll get the TCH ARFCN too. Okay, and now when the hopping channel yes and when the hopping channel will no will come, when my call is going on in the BCCS TRX. If my call is going into the BCCS TRX, that time hopping channel is no. When my call is going into the TCS TRX, that time the hopping channel is yes. Clear? Now, then you have the time slot. The time slot is 0. Is it possible that my time slot 0 can be taken for the call? Yes, but it should be the TCS TRX. But in the BCCS TRX, we have the signaling channels, right? So in the 0 time slot, we have traffic channel means that is a TCS TRX. Alright? Now, then you have the channel type. Channel type is when we are on the call, means we are on the traffic channel. When we are on the call means only the traffic channel are responsible for transmitting the speech. The traffic channel always associate with the two channels, slow association control channel and the fast association control channel. Now what do you mean by the SAT and FAT? The SAT are responsible for sending all the measurement reports. If I talk about the FAT, FAT is nothing but which are responsible for the handover. Whenever the handover is happening with the help of your fast association control channel. Alright, then what you can find here, after that you'll find the channel mode. Now when I'm on the call, when my call is going on, that means is it I'm on which channel? When my call is going on means I am on the traffic channel. The traffic channel itself says this is a speech channel or it can be the data. Now it means my speech are getting transmitted. So you can see here in the speech mode, channel mode, the speech full rate or half rate. That means the channel where the mobile has fixed with it, having the traffic channel, either in the half rate, either in the full rate. All is going on in a traffic channel. Alright, now let me make a call again. Then we have the speech codec. What we have? We have the speech codec. In the speech codec, you can find the AMR. AMR is nothing but we call it a adaptive multi-rate. Like when we have the TCH full rate, then the AMR also we will get the full rate. If the TCH in the half rate, then the AMR also will get in the half rate. What is this AMR? See, you can see here the traffic channel is full and associate with the patch and SAT. And also you can see the AMR also be the full rate here. If the TCH is half, then the AMR also be half rate. This is nothing but adaptive multi-rate are kind of the speech codecs are there, like which can add some extra redundancy bit to the original bits. If any data is getting lost, it can be get copies with that. Like we will reduce the some data loss. And depending upon the channel, the redundancies are getting added. Like if we have the full rate, the more redundancy are there. If we have the half rate, we have the less redundancy. Okay, clear? Now, after that, like we have the ciphering algorithm. Ciphering algorithm are nothing but the SIM card securities. Like you have then the radio ciphering channels. The network has to give the ciphering mode to the mobile station and it has to proceed with that, right? Then you can find here the sub channel number. The sub channel number is nothing but showing the position of your SDCA channel. 0 to 7 we have where the SDCA is there and how it is being used. Now then you have the my hopping channel no. Now my call is going into the BCCS TRX. If the hopping channel is yes, now my call is going into the TCS TRX. Now actually what is happening? Why it is getting no and yes? Because the intra-cell handover is happening. My call, when I am making a call here, my call is going on, continuously is changing the time slot. It is the BCCS TRX and it's going into the TCS TRX. Like you can see in the event list, the handover intra-cells as well as the handover. Now, hopping frequencies, there's a list of frequencies which are there. But now you can see the difference here. The hopping, the ARFC number is 33. 1 to 124 we have the ARFC number for 900 band. But here you can find the hopping frequencies are 667, 686, 746, 748, 750. From which band these frequencies are there? Is it this frequency band frequencies are from 900? From which band they are? 1800, right? Because the 1800 we have the ARFC numbers 512 to 885. 512 to 885. In that it is getting. As you know about the MIO and HSN, MIO is nothing but the mobile allocation index offset will pick up the best list to get hop. and the HSN is nothing but the hopping sequence number, which avoid the interference between the different base stations by making the difference. Like 0 to 63 HSN the ranges are there. 0 means cyclic hopping. 1 to 63 means randomly hopping. Okay, clear everyone. Now let us go with the some signaling part. Making a call, what type of the signaling is happening. Okay, so now here in the signaling you can see this type of the signaling is happening, right? What I'm doing, I'm dialing a number 1 to 1, I'm pushing a call button. Once I push the call button, the call, so let me click here, so it will get paused here. Okay, now once I made a call, the request is going on a RAT. So let me click and see, when I dial a number and push the call button, the request has went on a random access time. The request has went to the network on a RAT, and the RAT should be get answered by the AGCH. Immediate assignment with the AGCH channel. You can see the immediate assignment. And allocate the channel type to the mobile station is SGCH channel, standalone dedicated control channel. Now you can see if I click on it, like you'll get this all information here. See, the mobile is allocated assignment dedicated mode resources, means dedicated channel is got assigned to the mobile station. The channel SDCH channel, standalone dedicated control channel, along with the time slot number, training sequence code, like you are getting the hopping channels, like you are getting the ARFCN numbers, all this information. Like you may have seen that in the previous session, like well we are learning about the call setup. Hope you remember this. Let me remind you again. Okay, now here you can see when we are making a call, we are sending a request through the RAT, right? RAT is getting answered by the AGCH. Allocating the mobile immediate assignment. This is the immediate assignment, like just now we have seen. Assignment with the AGCH channel. Allocated the mobile SGCH channel. Now here you can see like what you have: time slot number, training sequence number, like hopping frequency number, like MIO, HSN, timing advance. This all information which the mobile is getting. Now you can see in the Tems as well, like where we are getting the same information, like the time slot number 6, the and like you are getting the training sequence number, hopping frequencies, like whatever the MIO and HSN it means, like ARFCN number, absolute radio frequency channel number and all. Then it has to go with the security. The mobile has to go with the security and all. Now the second thing, the mobile has to send, the network has to send the security informations, like we call it the ciphering setup and all, right? So now here you can see the arrow mark here, yellow downside. So it's giving the ciphering command request to the mobile station. The mobile station has to respond to that ciphering command. It's getting a request from the network here, the ciphering command, right? And the mobile is proceeding with the same ciphering command, like I'm ready for the establishment of call here, right? Now after that the call setup is happening. After that the call setup is taking place. Now call setup is take place means it's going on to which number route the call and all the information are going to the network. See, like we dial the number, the dial party number is 121. I made it call to the 121 and that number is getting rotated. Oh, clear till here, right? Now you can see here. Now I'll just make call again. Current channel, is it clear for any doubt? Everyone clear? Now let me come to the radio parameter. Is it clear everyone on the back side, or shall I zoom? I can zoom here. Okay. Now, great. Now here, what we have the RX level. What do you mean by the RX level? Signal strength, which are receiving from the base station to the mobile station. Now here you can find the RX level full and sub. We are getting some 2 or 3 dB difference here. Is it right? Both are, is it equal? No. Like, but one I end when the mobile is in the ideal mode. Now it is there. And now anyone can answer. We are getting very good quality here. The level is good. But when I'm attempting a call, I'm getting the level is dropped. Is it? Very good. It may be the reasons of interference. No, in the hopping frequencies also can happen. So now here, the RX level is nothing but the signal strength. Whenever we are in the ideal mode, the full and sub both are equal because we are not applying any DT expansion. When we are dedicated mode, in that time we are applying the discontinuous transmission method to measure the RX level sub. When we are inserting a voice signal into the transmitter is getting on. When there is a no voice in the transmitter is get off. There is a voice signal. If the voice signal is present, then only the transmitter is getting on with the help of your DTX function. That is nothing but we call as a discontinuous transmission method. If we will apply that, we are measuring the RX level sub. Very simple. Now, what do you mean by the RX quality? RX quality is nothing but we call as a the sound quality. RX quality is nothing but the how much amount of the sound quality the mobile is receiving. Where it has the ranges 0 to 7. And the RX quality is depending upon the bit error rate. The RX quality is depending upon the bit error rate. The percentage of error is getting more in the bit error rate, that much amount of the quality we are getting back. Okay. Then what you have, the frame erasure rate, how many frames are getting, that is getting erased. Then you have the cell name, bit error rate. Bit error rate is nothing but how much amount of bits we are transmitting, in that how much error we are getting. Then the FER is same, like then SQI. What do you mean by the SQI? The speech quality index. The speech quality index, mean opinion square. MOS is nothing but mean opinion square, where it has the ranges 1 to 5. Maximum is best, minimum is getting bad. Again, it's depending upon the BR and FER. If you are getting the more error in it, it will get bad. The C by I is nothing but the co-channel interference, where it has the ranges -5 to 35. -5 to 35. The default ranges. Above 15 is always good. Above 15 is always good. If it is getting less, then it is getting bad. But when we are making the default ranges for the C by I, when there is a no hopping, when there is a no hopping means my call is going into the BCRS, BCCSCRS. That time the C by I should be maintained is 12 dB. With the hopping should be the 9 dB should be maintained. Right there, everyone? Now, after that, what you have? MS power control level. The stations has to be get increase and control the power. But if you go with the power ranges for it, we have the 0 to 31. That is the default ranges. 0 to 31. 0 means the power control is not happening. 1 to 31 is depending upon. Okay. DDX function is discontinuous transmission. Whenever the transmitter is getting on, we'll get some value there. Then we have the timing advance. Timing advance is nothing but which has to be get calculated during the call by the base station and sent back to the all the user. By that timing advance, every user will get to know when is my turn to send the frame. Because from one base station there are several users are connected and they are all are several distance. So basis on that they get calculated. Timing advance has the ranges 0 to 16. Within the, with 0 it means within the 500 meters we are the range of the peak. If we are getting increases means the distance, the timing advance also get increase if there is a no handover and we are serving the same distance. Right? Then what you have, the radio link timeout counter. RL timeout counter is nothing but we call as a radio link timeout counter. So this is the radio link timeout counter. You have the maximum and minimum, like you have the current and maximum. What do you mean by the current? The way the currently is getting the changes. Maximum is should be the remain same. So what happens? Like if I'm getting the more interference, when I'm there in the more interference, or I'm there in the coverage whole area. What do you mean by the coverage whole area? When there is a no sir. When the coverage are not getting overlap to each other. For example, let us see. This is my base station where we are getting these coverage are not getting overlap to each other. Like we are getting this part we call as a coverage hole. When the mobile is reaching that part, it suddenly start contrast. Whatever the values will get, like 20 is here, default values will be given there. Like 20, 19, 18, 17 till 0. Before getting 0, if we come back to the coverage area or we have given the handover to another cell, it will remain same. Or else the call drop will occur. But what exactly this is a timer or something like? No, this is we call as a it gets start counting, starting the counting where they are missing the satch and patch. Okay, and now in the last cell is like we have the MS modified behavior. These are nothing but like whatever the mobile classes are doing. If you lock the mobile or something like, you will get in the behavior. Let me lock them on frequency and we'll check like what the symbol will get in the MS modified behavior. Okay, now suppose for example my mobile is serving which frequency here? Mobile is serving the 33 frequency. Let us log the 33 frequency to check the coverage, how long it is giving the coverage. Okay, so for that we need to go to the control and configuration, right click, equipment properties. Once it have like we have the common control. Okay, in that like we have the handovers, like we can take from here also, we can make it as a modified. Now here you have the normal, let me select the frequency is 33. It's like getting update to list. This is 33, right? Click on it. I'm making it to prevent, or I can make it log this frequency. Apply. And okay, you'll get some symbol there like C, or like if for the plotting which we can log that time be like you can see it. Okay, if I unlock this, it will go. It shows the symbols like mobile has get modified to the particular carrier. Okay, let's suppose for example, if I'll remove this, please select all. I'll make it as a normal. I'll make it as a default. Okay, apply and do okay. Okay, now you can see here. Okay, so like events also it shows like whatever the handover is happening, where the call drop, how much time it takes to establish the call, mobile originating a call time, everything you can find in the event list. Okay, clear till here? See the mobile originating a time, it took how much? 2759 milliseconds. This is the call, almost like 2.7 seconds, right? In this manner. Now, as we know, while we are doing the drive, we need to load the map also. How we need to load the map? Now here, so what I'll do here, like I'll try and play one log file. I'll try and play one log file, so we'll get clear idea about it. Okay. So for playing the log file, we need to disconnect the kit, as we know, right? Now here the button is there for the open the log file. Click on it, like I'm playing one log file here. Okay. This is the file database. Mobile is here, right? Now when I'm moving it, this is the thing, right? Now while you're learning for it, like if you want to realize, like you can have in this version, you can make it the play property like normal, slow and all. You can select from it. Okay. So now call is going on. Now what I'm getting here, I'm getting only one layer, that is a coverage layer. This is the coverage layer, but you need the quality layer also. Suppose for example, if you need the quality layer, like what we have to do it for it, go here to add the thing. Like now here, this is the RX quality layer, right? So in the RX quality layer, I need the speech quality index where I can get the exactly quality, and I'm making some distance, the SQI, I'm making some distance of suppose 55. Okay, then I'll do okay, and I'll select it and I'll close it. Now you can see here the distance between these two I have given. Now while I'm moving it, I'll get the quality also. Save. Now when I'll end it, I'll be there in the ideal mode. When I'll establish the call, then only I'll get the quality. Now if I'm moving in the ideal mode, I'm not getting it. Now I establish the call. I took the U-turn. Now while you're moving in this manner, that time there is an option about the pause, because in the latest version we don't have the pause, but that like, it will overlap if will not record. But in latest version, if you're working, like you don't have the pause button there, you can stop and you can continue. Right. Now, if I'll swap, suppose sometimes what happens, the database will get clear, and then you can fix it. Like we have also the options for it. Okay, clear? Any doubt? You can see here the recording property. Clear the buffer history is there. Okay, if you don't unmark that, then it won't clear it. Got it? If we'll stop and record starting, it will go to the before one, right? It will stop recording, and again we'll start the new recording. The previous one will go off, right? So, but if I'll make it in this manner, the swap, if I'm doing anything, it will be remain same in the map. Right? There in the properties, like you can go to the log file, recording properties, like you can find the options there, and you can give the swap automatically after this bings means whatever the patches we are getting. After some of the things, like you need to swap, suppose after 2000 or 15,000, the bings you'll get it directly comes into the new file if you apply. No need of swapping. No need of swapping. If I'm going from here to suppose at Lakdi Kapur, from here to, if I'm going some around Mahavir Hospital, let us assume, if I'm going in that road, it completed the 15,000 banks. 15,000 banks, then again it's continuously started into the new log file. So we have that option also. If you want, you can operate that way as well. Okay? Clear everyone? Any doubt? And as you know that how to load the cell file and the cell the line theme also, like we have the option here, like I can go to the cell layer, I can go to the add theme, sorry, I need to go to the add theme, cell line theme, apply the color. If you want to change, you can make it to change the color. If you make to make that, like pointer should be little broader, like you can change it the width of it, apply and the close. You can see here the serving sector. Okay, this and the scanner, like we can scan if I want to scan some frequency, for example. Now if I need to connect here, why this button is not activated? No, I need to connect the kit here. So what I have to do is stop. Where is the stop button? Log file. Very good. Close log file. Or we can directly click this button. Okay. No. Very good. Now mobile has got connected. If I need to scan some frequency, what I need to do it, like we have usually very less will get that one. Like the scanning properties are there here. You can see here. scan properties, you can go it for the GSM, like select the band is for which band you need it. Okay, suppose I need for the 900 band, right? Okay, now here you can select the frequencies what you want to scan it. Okay, suppose if I want to scan some 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Okay, right? Apply. Okay, now I can run the scan. Once now you can see it's got scanning the frequencies, the level and all. You'll get the mode as a limited service here. You'll get the mode as a limited service. You can see here, but it's scanning the complete frequencies. Usually it get very less chance. No one is there. You can see the signal strength of particular frequencies 33, 67, 81. The RX level you are getting here, right? So these are the scanning properties and scanning bars are there. Okay, got it?
So just how you get this one?
We have there in the scanning.
No, before how that's what is
Like properties, we can get this properties and you can select it and you can go. Okay, so like this we can go, and there are many things are there, but this is the good enough if we have this much knowledge for the 2G drive. Okay, so we'll stop this session here, and map info will make another capture.
what about the chat?
Sorry.
You said chat.
Okay, yeah, you have the GSM chat as well, like presentation, GSM. You can take the GSM line chart here. So it shows the complete process, like what is happening. But now I log this one, right? So I'll just connect. I make it as a restore. Okay. Okay. Now I'm not there in the scanning mode, right? Now here you can see the complete chart. Like whenever the handover is happening, we are losing some 20 milliseconds of speech and all. Like we have seen in the. So let me play the log file again. So if I'm playing the log file, showing the complete bar about the level, signal strength. So you can see here the color coding according to this one. You can add and remove the sounds as well. Okay, this is the where you can get the C speech quality index bar. This is the frame eraser rate, and this is the C by. Whenever the handover happening is like you can see this is about the dedicated block of speech in this. Okay.